not exactly. They may be lonely like when they start out, of course, like you're basically like hopping onto like a world with like loads of random people. But once you eventually like find that group, when you eventually find that group, you're less lonely. Hey, I've certainly found quite a bit of groups. Oops, and so, I'm not exactly lonely, according to my own standards. But like, there's some people who prefer to just like be by themselves and just like play solo games and stuff. But at the same time, there's like social apps like these is where you could get out there, mingle with people with like VR sets of their own, and essentially become less lonely. And so, in a sense, some are kind of lonely, but like others aren't. It's really a matter of choice.
Yes. I think one of the main reasons that people, like originally are interested in this game is because, maybe they don't necessarily have a lot of real life friends, or like maybe they can't hang out with them right now because like their friend moved somewhere and they want to keep hanging out with them. And then you can get on Vrchat and either meet new people, have fun with your old people that jumped on here recently, and I feel like it's like a big hug for the people that are lonely. It's like a cave where everyone can just like mutually like get along and benefit from it.
Well, yes and no. I do see in my friend group and other friend groups that people use it as like a form of escape, right? Personally, I use it because I myself can't socialize outside very well, right? Not because I'm like really scared or anything like that, but because all my friends are literally in different cities that I've met in my hobbies, right? And I also, before the pandemic, I moved literally cities away from them, right, to like start my own career and get a job and like actually build something for myself. So VRChat is like a way for me personally to keep in touch with the friends that I already have and can't see every day anymore, right? I don't even drive yet. Like, in American terms, I still have a learner's permit. I don't even have a car yet, right? Because COVID really slowed down the whole driving process. So I can't even go over and drive and see my friends, right? And it's also the off season for LARP and stuff, and a lot of my friends are LARPers, so I don't get to see them in the winter. And it's booty licking cold outside here in Canada. That's where I am, right? So I can't go outside. And I also see friends where they have like whole relationships in VR. Like, I have 2 friends right now that are engaged to people they've met in VR. I have one friend who's engaged, who's moving in with their fiance, who they met in VR like ages ago. And like, it's another social platform that people use to like just connect with people, right? Like, yeah, people do get really, really lonely because they're having trouble like socializing outside of VR, but like, it's not just that reason, right? Like, for example, I'm lonely because I can't see my IRL friends. Like I said before, this is like the only way I can see them because I'm busy with work, right? And I can't drive. So, there goes my body. So there we go. I'm back. So like, just keeping like, humans by nature are very social, and no matter how people end up getting it, they're gonna get it, right? They're gonna find a platform for that. They're gonna find a way to get that social stimulation, no matter what type of social situation it is.
To some degree, I would say they are lonely. But it really depends on what they do outside of VR chat. If they do absolutely nothing, like sit in bed whatnot all day, then yeah, I would say they're lonely if they get on VR chat frequently. But like, if you have shit you're doing outside of VR chat, like hanging out with friends or fucking going to fucking parks or roller coasters or whatever the fuck, then you're not as lonely if you get on VR chat. But like, if you are lonely, it's not hard to become not lonely on VR chat. It's not hard. Like, you just fucking find a group of people and you just fucking go, dude. It's good.
To an extent, because, you know, we are human, and humans crave social interactions. But those social interactions also feed into, you know, love languages, which I know some people have, you know, quality time or physical touch as their love language, and they will feel more lonely in VR chat than other people because they crave, you know, physical touch, and that's not really provided in a virtual world. So I feel like people who, you know, crave genuine physical touch are going to be lonely in VR chat versus people who don't, and they're just there for fun, you know?
Well, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people are lonely and stuff. I mean, we are humans after all. We kind of crave that kind of stuff. We're kind of made for that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, our number one job as humans are to, like, procreate and such. You feel me? So, like, being lonely is just, like, was an everyday occurrence, basically. And, like, when you give somebody, like, a chance to, like, connect with people and stuff like that, they kind of take that opportunity to kind of, you know, get around, I guess you can say. And, like, especially on VR chat, you're not, like, really judged on your appearance or anything like that, because you can be whoever, whatever you want to be, basically, you know what I'm saying? You can't be judged for your looks, you can't be judged for your wealth or anything like that on here, unless, of course, you ask and such, in case that's a different story. But, like, in any other case, besides that, they have, like, a new opportunity to kind of meet somebody. I feel like that's a great thing, too, because, like, being lonely really sucks, like, especially, like, was it for, like, a very, like, long periods of time and stuff, because, like I said, we're social creatures. We kind of crave that kind of stuff. So VR chat or, like, Horizon or whatever, like, I feel like is a really great way to, you know what I'm saying, kind of combat that loneliness and, you know, continue to strive forward.
Typically I think there's a lot more lonely people in VR than but that's typically, I guess, why a lot of people come on here to make friends, because they have an easier time making friends through a video game and interacting with people who have the same interest than in real life. So I'd say there's a lot more lonely people.
Depending on the person and their perspective. Personally, I don't want to seem like the lonely motherfucker, but kinda am. But I find VR chat as a relaxing place. Because the world we're currently in is relaxing. I'm not stressed. I'm not anything that people would have, like, in the real world. I wouldn't be depressed, I wouldn't be stressed. I would sit here, lay down, relax. For a good, like, 30 to 45 minutes. Then go back to what I was doing. Because some people, yeah, they're fucking lonely on here. All they kind of look for is just for... They look for entertainment sometimes, or they just look for people to fuck with. Which, in my eyes, I don't. Okay, I did it before, but I kind of don't find it as fun as relaxing now, because I have a way new perspective on this game now, since the whole, like, updates and people's creativity on this. So I have a whole different point of view now. Find it relaxing, not annoying sometimes, and I would say it's a good meditating place if you're not, like, the fucked up kind in the head. No offense to anyone.
Some people are, I believe, and it's because, you know that show Catfish?
Yeah.
It's like making you get to pretend to be someone else that you're not, and this allows you to have, like, a variety of options to do so. Not everyone knows each other in real life or in person on here. So this allows you to meet people from like all over the world and just to like, you know, be someone that you would like to be maybe. But yeah, I think some people are lonely, and that's why they would spend so much time in here, right? It's because you get to meet other people and you don't feel as lonely, maybe. I'm not lonely. So I wouldn't really know.
I'll make sure to put that in the video.
I'm not lonely.
So people know that you're not lonely.
Yeah, literally. I got actual friends, okay? I swear to God.